If you're a tourist or a foreigner that has spent more than 2 days in Lithuania, you'll likely have been informed about the need to try the country's famous cold beetroot soup, which Lithuanians call Šaltibarščiai. The Lithuanian name literally translates to cold borscht, as the word for cold in Lithuanian is šalta, while the word for borscht is barščiai. And if you didn't already know, borscht that isn't cold looks like this, and uses grated beetroot as its foundation. Lithuanians are extremely proud of Šaltibarščiai. It's cited frequently in tourism material and tends to make the list of must-try foods when visiting Lithuania.
Lunch at the office? Forget about it. Today's menu, pink soup with a view. Plan your ordinary day in Lithuania.
You have to make something cooler than hot pink. Cooler than hot pink. It's a traditional cold beetroot soup. Do you want some?
Cold. Cold.
Cold pink is in season.
Want to knock out your weekend routine? Give your breakfast a new color. Come to Lithuania. Feel so much difference in so little time.
Visiting some souvenir shops and tourist-oriented gift shops, you might even see products that feature this bright pink bowl of soup. Oh, and did you know that even IKEA in Lithuania serves this? I bet IKEAs in other parts of the world don't do the same. And just a little while ago, Vilnius even had its first ever Pink Soup Festival, or Šaltibarščių Festivalis in the local language. So what's the disturbing truth about Šaltibarščiai? Is it overpriced? Is it overrated? Actually, no. It's typically not too expensive, and I actually quite enjoy it. The truth is that this isn't Šaltibarščiai, nor is this. This is actually a search result when I Google chaladnik, the name of cold beetroot soup from Belarus. And this is what I get from Googling images of aukšta zupa, which is a cold beetroot soup dish from Latvia. There is significant overlap for all three dishes. Beetroots and kefir form the base, and most recipes for all three call for boiled eggs, green onions, and dill. So in a sense, Šaltibarščiai isn't that unique to Lithuania, despite the vibe given off by tourism organizations and gift shops. Is that disturbing to you, Lithuanians? Hopefully you're not down there in the comment section typing just yet. The fact that there are Šaltibarščiai type dishes all over the region is unsurprising. While yes, Lithuania is very culturally unique, there are many cultural similarities with its neighbors, given a shared history over the centuries. In fact, the Grand Duchy of Lithuania, at its largest, covered areas that are now part of modern-day Latvia, Russia, Belarus, and Ukraine. Funny enough, Poland has a cold beetroot soup called
Chłodnik litewski.
And in this case, since Litewski literally translates to Lithuanian, at least the Poles consider the dish to be a Lithuanian thing, and not fully a Polish thing. To be clear, as far as I can see from my research, cold beetroot soup seems to have its origins in Lithuania. Although I did do a search for the origin of aukšta zupa in Latvian, and found a Latvian article which states, even when searching for information on the internet, you can't really find anything that exactly indicates where, when, and why this soup originated. For example, an article was published on the la.lv portal in 2016, which mentions that the recipe for this soup could have originated in Poland, and that's all. So I'm simply saying that it's not exclusively Lithuanian in this modern day and age, even if it was once upon a time.
Do you know what is this?
No.
Do you have any guess?
Is it Latvian?
No.
So definitely Lithuanian.
Šaltibarščiai.
Šaltibarščiai. Yeah, I know this.
But getting past the shock that a cold and creamy beetroot soup isn't exactly unique to Lithuania, is there anything about Šaltibarščiai that is different from its neighboring analogs? This was a difficult one for me. I think every household could have their own recipe and their own unique twist. The official Vilnius tourism site even says this about it. There are many variations of the recipe, with yogurt, quail eggs, or sparkling mineral water. However, the one that packs a punch follows a fail-safe classic recipe. Marinated beetroots, grated cucumbers, hard-boiled eggs, diced dills and spring onions, kefir, and a dash of salt are combined together in a bowl. Best served cold with a side of hot potatoes. So comparing this with recipes found for aukšta zupa or chladnik, it's clear that Latvians are used to enjoying their version with rye bread, while some recipes for chladnik mentioned the option of bread or boiled potatoes. One aukšta zupa recipe mentioned serving the cold soup with some sausage, and I'm sure even some Lithuanian restaurants will have their own creative special variations of Šaltibarščiai to stand out from the crowd.
Some of the varieties, like are weird sounding and, like I haven't tried all of them. You can have it with blackberries and ham. If you're a vegan, you can have it with almond milk. If you like it, like really, really exotic, you can have Šaltibarščiai, a cold soup with freshly caught crayfish.
But despite neighboring countries having soups that are either identical or near identical to Lithuanian Šaltibarščiai, I don't think any of the other countries have embraced their cold beetroot soups in the same way that Lithuania has. Interestingly, the website bičeliai.com has this to say about Latvia's aukšta zupa. Many people associate this soup with Lithuania, most southern of the Baltic countries. The website goes on by saying, many Lithuanians make it themselves according to long-standing family recipes. It's such an important aspect of the Lithuanian summer menu and the list of Lithuanian traditional foods in general that often appears as the first entry in the soup chapter of Lithuanian cookbooks. Two interesting things about this write-up are that, one, it's a webpage that itself is titled aukšta zupa, but then goes on to talk about Šaltibarščiai. Number two, when you click on other parts of this website, you find that it's a Vietnamese restaurant supply company or something. I don't know. It's all vague and probably not the most reliable source out there, but I did find the write-up for aukšta zupa interesting enough to mention. So, there you have it. Other countries have soups that are just like Lithuanian Šaltibarščiai. But it's only in Lithuania that the dish has become such a major cultural symbol. What do you think about Lithuania's love of Šaltibarščiai? Is it understandable and justified? Or do you think it's over the top? Or is it just simply awesome? Let me know what you think by leaving a comment. And so, for the Lithuanian word of the day, let's go with patiekalas, which means dish. As in, Šaltibarščiai is a Lithuanian dish. Šaltibarščiai yra lietuviškas patiekalas. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Is it Latvian?
No.
So definitely Lithuanian.
Šaltibarščiai.
Šaltibarščiai.